for now.
Well, let's discuss the situation live now with Iranian-American international affairs analyst and faculty member, Professor Seyed Mohammad Marandi from the University of Tehran. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Thank you.
Did the US attack on Iran, did it surprise you in any way, given the American leader's recent declaration that diplomacy should be prioritized instead for the next 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, an attack?
No, it didn't surprise us. In fact, hours before the U.S. act of aggression and this act of war, I was on different spaces on X, and I said that in the coming hours the United States will attack. But I think this just simply shows the a degree of dishonesty and deception and deceit that Trump has. When the Zionist regime began its war on Iran and its act of aggression, the Trump regime, hours before, Trump himself said that he doesn't want war. But as soon as the attacks came and we saw apartment blocks destroyed and children and families slaughtered, we saw Trump gloat and say that he was behind the whole thing from the beginning. And it's become clear that the whole negotiating process with Iran was a deception from the very beginning, or at least from almost the beginning. But the Iranians were on alert for weeks. And as I said last night, it was clear to the Iranians that the 2-week statement made by Trump was fake and that he was trying to deceive the Iranians, but he didn't have any he wasn't capable of doing that. The strike, of course, will be met with retaliation, even though it seems to me, and the Iranians don't want to downplay this at all, but it seems to me personally that Trump is trying to strike in a way which doesn't cause any real damage so that he can get away with it. From my understanding, no real damage has been caused, and he's only struck places that were already struck before. Although we'll have to wait and see what the experts say when they finished studying the strikes.
Just on those latter comments, is the American president, is it being seen in Tehran as almost a military box-ticking exercise, as it were, so that he appeases whoever was in his ear? Who is he appeasing?
Well, he is appeasing the Zionist lobby, he's appeasing the neocons, and the same forces that President Putin also said that Russia is confronting. I think, again, the Iranians do not want to downplay this. And I think it's clear because there will be consequences for the United States without a doubt. But I think that this is my personal analysis.
Professor, sorry to interrupt, but just live this moment, the Iranian foreign minister is giving his first comments since the attack. We'd like to listen to it live. Let's just cross now to that, please.